Hi, I'm Robin Scherzer, and welcome to Robin's Stampin' Hood.
Hey everybody, it's Robin with Robin's Stampin' Hood, and today I thought I would show you what we did at Club last month. We made these cute little Halloween boxes that actually have these milk chocolate hot cocoa bombs in them. I found it at Sam's Club, and you can see we made them for Club, so I only have a few left. But I thought I'd show you how to make the box, and if you're out and about and you find them, they're super cute. I made it into like a little ornament that I hang off my tree that I have in my dining room. So it's just super cute. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and make this today. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna need is your paper, obviously. So I'm actually using the cute Halloween 6x6 designer series paper, and I have cut, you'll need 8 pieces. I just did 2 different designs. You could do, the same design if you wanted to. You can see on the box I have one on that side, and then I have that on the other side. So you can choose whatever paper you want. You could do this for a really cute Christmas ornament too. If you have hot chocolate bombs for Christmas, these would be super cute as well. But anyways, you will need 4 of each or 8, and these are 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. So I'm going to put that aside for now. But you'll also need a piece of cardstock. And let me move this over here. And you are going to do some scoring. So this is 11 by 7.5. So you definitely will use almost a whole sheet of cardstock. So I'm going to just go ahead and use my scorer here on this side. Let's get some of this out of the way so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So scoring on the long side, you're going to start at a 1/2 inch, and then the next score is 3. I hope I'm telling you that right. Yep. 3 inches, 5.5 inches, 8 inches. Again, you're scoring, don't cut, and 10.5. Okay, so I don't know if you can see the score lines very well, but there you go. And then you're going to turn it and score it at 2.5 and 5. And that's it for the scoring. Okay, I'm going to put that down. So I'm not sure if you can see this incredibly well, but I will show you kind of what my sample is here. So you will need to do some cutting. I'm just going to use my scissors. So I'll put this to the side so you can kind of see what we're doing. It's like a normal box, how we tab things out. So you're going to cut this piece off. So you're going to basically cut off the 4 corners. And then this. So all 4 corners need to be cut, and you're going to keep the middle tab. And then you're going to go ahead and cut on each side. I should probably fold this a little bit so you can see where the score lines are, right? Because we're going to fold all that fun stuff up. Okay, so then you're going to cut to each cross hatch or cross piece. You're not going to cut all the way, just to the first score line, if that makes sense. So I've seen some of these boxes done as diagonal boxes, and I tried to do it as a diagonal box, and I didn't really care for it. So I'm not making it diagonal. I'm just keeping all the flaps that I have, and you'll see how they will all fit together. So then what you want to do on your 4 corners is cut your little pies out here. I always do that because then it lays a little bit flatter, a little bit nicer when you go to assemble it all, and the tabs aren't sticking out. So you're just cutting like a little piece of pie off of each of the big corners now, if that makes sense. So this is what it should look like now. You probably should have given it some scoring, but I'm doing this quick so you can get her done. All right, so let's get this out of the way, clean this up a little bit, and move on to the next step. And I'm gonna take my pieces, and here's the important part on this piece. So if you have an image you want that needs to go a certain way, you want to make sure when you lay these images down that two are going one way and two are going the other way. Otherwise, when you have your box folded up, these would be upside down. So just keep that in mind when you are gluing these pieces down. Okay, and then you're going to take these four and do the same thing here, just on the edges. And that's why we didn't cut pie pieces out of there, because it's a full square we need. Okay, so this is what your piece should look like now, excuse me, with all your paper cut and your paper placed. So now we want to go ahead and assemble the actual box. Put adhesive on this piece and this piece, and then you're going to bring them together like that. Okay, so I'm going to do one at a time. It makes it a little easier. Oops, a little bit too much glue on there. And make sure when you place it, you can see I got a little too much glue. Oh, it's just oozing like crazy. So then you would do that to the next side as well. And make sure you put them nice and flush, the edges to the edges, so the box is square. You probably should have done a little burnishing on that, but that's okay. And then you're going to do it with the other sides as well. Okay, so here is your box. And like I said, I've seen these where people did the diagonal, but I wasn't real crazy about it, so I decided to keep mine like this. So then you're just going to put your little hot chocolate bomb in there. And what I did is I made this little note to put in the box as well, so they knew when they got it that you place your bomb in a mug, pour 6 ounces of hot milk in the mug, stir, and enjoy. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that in there as well before I close it up. So then it closes up like this, super simple. And then you're going to take a hole punch and just make sure they line up nice. And I'm just kind of eyeballing where the holes will go. And then I'm going to take this fun black, silver, and ribbon, the glittery ribbon, because of course you know we have to have glitter ribbon, right? And you're going to use about 16 inches of it. And go ahead and feed it through your holes. I'm going to cut that at an angle so you can see that. And then I'm just going to kind of tie off, because like I said, I'm making this as an ornament. So I'm just going to kind of tie it off as a bow at the top. And then whoever you give it to can take it and untie it themselves. Or they can not have it as a ornament. They could tie it all the way. But there's just the basis of it. Very simple, easy. The one thing I probably would do different that I didn't do on this one is I'm going to actually show you that you need to probably go the opposite way with this, so you don't have those corners popping out at you. There you go. Get that turned around there. My bow is not the best. I'm not a great bow maker, but that works. Trim it down a little bit. Okay, so one of the things that we have in the holiday mini are these fun little wreaths. So I thought that would be fun for him to be put on there. And don't you have tons of these little strips of paper? I know I do. So from the So Cute Halloween set, there's the little saying, treat yourself. So I'm just going to stamp on it and then use my scissors to kind of cut it. So I'm just using Memento. I know we all have a million of these little strips when we cut things. So I'm just gonna give it a little angle cut here and an angle cut here. Easy peasy, right? And then I'm gonna take some of these fun stars that you can get, the Cute Stars adhesive backed rhinestones, or they're not rhinestones, they're sequins. And I'm just gonna add them, a little bit of color, treat yourself, right? Yes, perfect for this. And then I'm gonna poke out this, make sure you get all your little goobly gocks out of there. And, oh, I already have one right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and just kind of, I'm not going to try to adhese that down. I'm just going to take my dimensionals and adhere it this way. And then I'm not having to worry about putting glue all over those. It'll make it a lot easier. And then I'm just going to put that right there. How cute is that? Just a little Halloween box with a chocolate bomb in it. And you could do that, like I said, you could do these for Christmas too. Super, super easy. There you go, guys. Thank you. Happy stamping.